All right, and we are here. Hello, guys. This is my first live on my laptop. I don't know how it looks. It looks kind of shaky, but nonetheless, let's continue. So today I woke up this morning at roughly around 8:59. I guess my subconscious knew his video was coming out, although I didn't plan to wake up at this time because I'm not the type of person to just wake up when I deem necessary. Nonetheless, I digress. I watched a sad video just now, and man, it gave me personally a lot of answers. Hopefully, y'all a lot of answers and clarity to what was going on behind the scenes, because this is what I've been speaking on. This video was pure genius, legacy, pride, providence, overcoming hate within himself. X made this video before he died. That's the crazy thing. And for it to speak so many volumes, it does that he's dead. I was literally, I had no words to fathom, because he made this all just to prove this bigger point. And this bigger point was that he was within a battle within himself, within his demons, like we all are. His positive energy, the negative energy, the demonic energy, the pure, good, angelic energy he had within himself. And it all starts back from the root of one thing. And I hate to even come to this conclusion, but it starts from the devil. He had the devil in his life. Having the devil in your life can give you so much things that seem positive and related to fame and fortune and blessings. But in reality, it's like, what else do you want to know? You sold your soul for these things. And I don't want to say he sold his soul, but I know he had contact with the devil. He truly did, and it explains very well, much so, in this video, how he had contact with it. Watch the video. The unexplained language, that's a fourth-dimensional speaking language. At least it was supposed to be clarified by sense. And it's just, you saw X in his current blue, the color of hair he dyed, and then you saw, I'd say, personally, fans would call anti-X, the ones we came up, the ones that really gravitated and put us in, was the loud, screaming rock or rap, beat a bitch, beat a nigga ass X. The half-split hair. So you watch the video, he was in the casket. Oh, you seen it? I'm sorry, how... Yeah, I just seen it. I mean, yeah, y'all can feel free to put your thoughts and minds right below. But I had just seen it, and you can tell he shot this before his death, and he knew he was going to die. So that's the one big facade of it all, that the whole video is about him seeing himself die, except him seeing his negative self die only. So once he saw him negative self die, he's like, now that I've killed my negative self, I can now spread true positivity to the world. But he didn't know it would be the way it was intended for. He thought he'd be able to continue with his positive self. But once you've already made that deal with the devil, it's a wrap. He already has your soul. He already has part of you. So it was only a matter of time, and he knew that. He knew that. That's why he preached so much positivity at the very, very end. And then there's a song. There's a song on his recent album. It's called The Question Mark. On that, the last song is, why when the devil says, "Are you satisfied?" He stands up. Exactly. Yeah, like it's mind blowing. Like, we can talk about this for hours, but the Question Mark album, the last song is When I Lay Me Down to Sleep. I don't know what it's called, if it's called that, but he's like, if I lay me down to sleep, I pray the Lord my soul to keep. I hope it's not too late for me. And he says that, I hope it's not too late for me, because of all the bad and the evil and the devil seeking he's done. After he learned that it wasn't the way and it wasn't right, he's asking God for forgiveness. He's hoping, I hope it's not too late after I fucked up, after I've done this and that and conversed with the devil. And that speaks volumes as well when we go back to that album. Literally, he's left so many messages about if I die a sudden death. It's crazy to think, like, if you want to say he's not our generation's Tupac, then that's fine, because at this time and point of my understanding, he might be more to us. He really might. This video is going to change people's lives. For them to understand, you can either go this way or that way. We all had negativity inside us. He knew that. He knew most of us would like to think we have God on his side, but X had the devil on his side. And that's, you want to say that made him special, or that made him easier to understand? Because we all have senses and tenses of the devil within us. I feel that, but like, I think his way was exploiting it to let us know, like, I have demonic energy, I do have the devil, and he's giving me this, and let's see how this turns out. And we seen how it turned out. Because, I mean, you don't think he planned his own death to creep me out? I think he did. I think he did plan his own death. How can you not plan your own death when you have a video speaking on your not speaking on your death? The whole correlation and plot is your death. Okay, now, yeah, you can first say he was infatuated death, but at the same time, we should have all seen this coming, considering he said he was going to do some casket facade, come out his casket. He was always talking about death in the casket in a sense. So, yeah, you could say this video was coming, but you can't say it was coming right here, right now, right after his death. It just doesn't. It doesn't, like I said, I don't believe in coincidence, and y'all shouldn't either, because coincidences aren't real, and X didn't believe in coincidence. Believed in the universe. And that's just so much. There's so much behind this video. I can't even get, like, because I just watched it, and I'm just thinking, like, wait, what was that you said, though? You think the devil made him special? I think he used the devil to exploit his pureness. The pureness was in himself. I think he used the devil to glorify and get his fame and fortune and high status. And once he got that, he decided to live for God. And he exploited what the devil had planned for him. And even in the videos, like, are you satisfied now that I gave you the thoughts and the tribulations to spread your positivity, even though you've already given your soul to me? And like that, are you satisfied was like, this is it. Like, you've done all you can do now. I have your soul, and that's a wrap. So, I mean, I don't know. I want to watch it again. I'm going to watch it a couple more times because, I mean, it gives you a vague sense of scary feeling how, like, the devil or whoever you want to talk, the gatekeeper, the reaper, whoever he is, speaks through it. But, I mean, at the end of the day, we know there's not no reaper talking to us when we're dead unless you have some type of, why did the holder of his account? Probably his mom, and she probably was scared that she didn't want all the correlation to he sold his soul to sacrifice, that he knew he was going to die. Because I don't know, did his mom know he was going to die for all of this? It's a possibility. It's a big possibility she knew. Or if anything, he probably told them. He probably told all his family. It's because he was like, the thing about like selling your soul to your death is like, when you know you're going to die, you know you're going to die eventually. So everybody you know and love, you can tell them like, hey, no matter what I do, security, I'm probably going to die. And he probably knew that. That's why his mom had his last wishes. That's why there was black paint at his funeral. That's why there were black flowers, because he obviously had to sit down and let them know, hey, if I die, this is how I want this. Like, people talking about the rumors. Yeah, of course. Like the sacrificial blood, the Drake stuff, the xxxtentacion, all that stuff. If you watch my recent last videos, I speak on that in volume. So they don't want you to talk about it in the comments. That's for sure. They're trying to keep this away from the media as hard as possible. Like this video, it may not even trend, even though it's supposed to trend, but because it's so what's the word I'm looking for? Why did he record it so close to his death, though? Because he wanted it to make a bigger impact. And then they dropped it right when he died. So the impact is there. But the only thing is they don't want to let it trend and let the world see, because at the end of the day, he was a controversial artist. To this day, you know, the people like at the BBC and CNN that are covering this, all the big newscasts, they are really tiptoeing around him and his story. They keep putting this word of controversial and violent, but oh, he died. Like, okay, yeah, it doesn't matter if he's controversial, but at this point, he's dead. Let the man's legacy live as clean as it was for all the good he's done. And that's why they're probably not going to cover this video, because one, it has demonic understanding in it. It has sacrificial understanding. It has himself dead understanding. But this is all part of his plan. This was X's plan. And it's crazy to believe, like, you got Drake was God's plan or whatever. This was X's plan. And his plan is going to speak volumes for years to come. for this positive new youth, like, you probably think, like, okay, yeah, X died, but give it a month or so or 10 days, everybody's going to go back to being evil and violent and hateful. I know I'm not personally. I'm pretty sure I can speak for all his fans. He's changed our lives dramatically in a positive sense since we met him in his negative form, in his negative sense. And that's all he wanted. So I've come to the conclusion from life, all he really wanted the world to do was spread love. He just didn't know how to correlate love. Unfortunately, at this point, I still can't even understand if he's dead. And the reason that is, and still call me crazy conspiracy theorist, is because, I mean, if he's not dead, I don't believe he's like physically just dead. I think he's alive in another realm. But what was I finna say? The thing about his casket, you watch him I didn't go. I went to Atlanta, Virgil, because I live here in Atlanta. But they said they covered up his tattoos. So they covered up some of his tattoos. Thank you for the subscription. I appreciate it. I'm sorry. They covered up the tattoos, and when he died, the tattoos weren't there. So it's like the tattoos aren't at the funeral. The tattoos weren't there when he was dead. Now, please, why can't you just tell me something else so I have to stop being a crazy conspiracy theorist and believe my favorite rapper is still alive? I mean, at this point, it doesn't everything doesn't correlate correctly, but I still think there's more shedding the light. They say they found a second killer, so we'll see what happens with that. What else can I take from this video? So I mean, yeah, he really just battled. He battled his demons. At the video, he fought his demons, and that's literal term and sense of words we use. Like, oh, I had to fight my demons because I was feeling angry and I was mad and I was going through these emotions. Like, he was out here fighting his demons. That's why he was so unique. And he didn't hide it. He showed the world how he was fighting his demons. If his demons were in physical form, if they were the media, if they were people out here trying to kill him, trying to jump him, if they were within himself, he was out here fighting his demons. But he wanted to show us through all of the heartache and all this shit, though he was fighting his demons, he was fighting it for positivity. And it doesn't matter what you do before you come to the light, before you come to understanding, before all of it. It doesn't matter if you killed, murdered. If you come to understanding that you done everything, is still alive, he's living on the island. He could be just like that's how legends died. And then for life, people are going to talk about these legends and their legacy and how they impacted the world and how they could still be alive just because they left their mark on the world and they've done what they needed to do. So I will never write that off that he's still alive. I don't care what anybody says. I'm not going to write it off that he's because this was too orchestrated, too perfect for him not to be alive, for him not to. He left a kid. How are you going to leave a kid all at the same time of your death? Also, you record the video of you. I'm late on the stream. Can you explain this to you? Okay. Personally, I think he's alive, but that's just me speaking perfectly because I think this whole thing, the whole death of him, it was just too orchestrated correctly for him not to be alive and for his wishes not to be met. Every wish he wanted happened. His video was dropped right after his death. It was right type of funeral he wanted. It was, I don't know what his video is. I don't know. The video is called Sad. Watch the video. You can go now and watch it. It was planned out. It was planned out perfectly to an eyelash, it was just too clean how this all went down. It's exactly how legend is supposed to go. I mean, he said, if I die a tragic death, this, that, the dirt. You look at, but there's so many conspiracies of why he's still alive. I don't even want to entertain those because this is strictly about the video. But, I mean, you called the hospital the day he was brought in. They say there was nobody by his name. They could have said to protect his identity, but I don't even think they can do that because that just goes into legal issue matters. That could have been a family member. Who knows? I digress. I kind of want to watch this video again just to get my understanding again. Hopefully, I don't know if y'all could hear or let's see. I want to watch this video again. It's just, it was crazy. It was pure sad official music video. I usually vlog stream off my phone, but my phone was about to die because I didn't charge it last night. But I wish I could do like the reaction thing, man. That's crazy. Cause there's gonna be so much hidden like secret meetings in this video. So we have these eyes to start. These eyes are, I'm gonna say, my name is Gekumi. Whoa, I didn't catch that. See, that's why you have to watch these sheets more than one time. So I'm gonna go on Google, and hopefully they can still watch me. I'll open another tag. Gekumi. Why you? Let's see. Meaning Gekumi. A new word. See, he's exposing something. This video means so much more. Y'all look up the word Gekumi and let's figure out what the hell this means. Comes up with, oh my gosh, I remember this. Okay, so I'm on Bing right now, looking up the word Gekumi. Hold on. That's wild. And then that just goes to show. I mean, Gekumi. It sounds like some demonic entity. Like I said, I have come to the understanding that not all demons are evil, but they come from evil places. Anyways, I'm pretty sure that's a demon that was close to him. It's not even my success. Like literally, I'm here speaking on you know who and who impacted my life and our life so much. So like, fuck the success, fuck the fame, fuck the clout. I don't care about this. But more hypnotizing, if you ask. Next 10 albums. Next album. Let's get
governed by feeling and emotion.
Governed by feeling and emotion.
I'm gonna make up a new word, and the new word is Gekyum. I am in the next Gekyum of thinking. Gekyum. Gekyume. Gekyum. Yep.
Okay, so guys, I just watched the video. It says the word is pronounced Gekyum. He says, I am in the next Gekyum of thinking. And like, apparently that's like a next realm of thinking, a higher state of thinking. So if he's in this higher state of thinking, he calls Gekyum, which apparently is his face he's looking at, which I assume it was the higher entity that was giving him a higher state of mind of understanding to the world. And this Gekyum state of thinking is probably what brought this video together. Will probably have him his life before his death and his death before his life ended. I'm gonna give this a couple more looks at. Okay, that's like the first 18 seconds though. So he's like, hello. He says, my name is Gekyum. So Gekyum is just confirmed. It wasn't just a level of thinking. It was an actual entity that was speaking to him or speaking through him or speaking in his head as a sense of consciousness, because we all have a consciousness, a subconscious, and it was speaking to him. All right, so let's see what else is here. What is your name? So it probably was a demon assigned to X as he sold his soul. How old are you? He's asking, that's what he asks. This Gekyum, what are you? How old are you? Birth, your place. This is typical stuff they like to know. Why are you watching this video? And he decides to ask. It's really just a sense of like, I appreciate that. It's just a sense of why are we watching the video? He wants to know, like, why are we here? Like, what is our reason? Like, and I mean, he obviously knows it's here to see what X was on. Yeah, this is on some evil stuff, but at the end of the day, it's some evil stuff, but there's light to be learned from this evil fuckery he was dealing with. There's light and understanding to be learned. Okay, he says. So we have X. He's walking here to his own casket, his very own death certificate. Who knows when he shot this video? I want to know what was the time frame he shot this video. I wish it was better, guys. I'm sorry. So yeah, it's his death. What is your blood type? That stuff the devil will want to know. Like, who else wants to know your blood type? Mine's AB, just for the hell of it. But birth time and place. These are very sacred things to know about you. These are what separate you from the other person. This is kind of how they write out their deal with the devil, so they know like who you were, that there's no misunderstanding. If you are watching this, you are subjected to cemented piece of my creative aura and wishes. So like he says, he wants us to understand where he was coming from and what he was going through. So he already showed us inside his mind the Gekyum this demonic entity that was speaking through him, and he's showing us his death and how this demonic entity is going to be the source of his death. He says, "You are now in my world, my piece of my consciousness," one would say. Just as I was saying, this guy, or not this guy, this demonic entity was his consciousness. He was speaking through X. If it was a negative manner, if it was a positive manner, he was speaking to him. And I'm pretty sure it was negative most of the time. I appreciate it, Zay. So, okay, so we're watching this video. So we know that we were inside his consciousness as we watch this video. And it gives you this drilling, and then this picture right here, like with this is the Gekum, this demonic entity. What is he speaking of? You will spread love throughout the world, praise and joy, his name change over. So he knew what he was going to do, and he knew what he was here for. I think what it means. What does it mean? How do you spell it? Just G-E, okay, I'll tell you how to spell it, but it's just going to Gekyume, Gekyume. He literally, I remember the live like it was yesterday. He went on live and he presented it. Blessings be upon those who come with good energy. So even though as demonic and dirty and disgusting this video is with the demon sacrificial shit, he protects everybody's good energy. And I know that sounds crazy, but use this visual presentation. If you came to X's video with good positive energy to honor him, if you came like that, then it means that no matter what type of evil, negative consciousness comes in this video, it cannot release itself out to us because we came with positive energy, God's energy, Christ consciousness. So don't be afraid to watch the video. I know some people are like, oh, that shit demonic, that shit scary. Be okay. Just understand that you're in a good place to stay the mindset, and don't let that shit get to you, but just learn and understand it. Understand what's out here that's not on our physical realm that can come and touch our brains so we don't have to end up like this. And those with negative intent, thank you. Your energy has been transmuted in the amount of time that you've taken to give your energy. That's such a true statement because we're alchemists of our own life, and our energy is ours to bear and burden and give and take and release and transformate. So that's why he kills his old self. Exactly. I think everyone should figure out all the bad things he did and remember him. Exactly, because at the end of the day, when somebody dies, so what do we remember? The very last imprint, the last step, not from when they were born to the middle of their childhood to right before. We remember the last thing, and the last thing was only good from this guy. He was doing charity. And tell me any other rapper, just give me any other rapper as big as him that was so endorsed and ties on charity, that made a challenge called the Helping Hand Challenge. There was no other rapper like this. So by all means, you can say whatever you want about his intentions in the beginning, but his intentions at the end were nothing but pure good, truth, and love. I mean, yeah, see, okay, XXXXX, dude, the Drake shit. The Drake shit only presents my argument. Drake put a hit on this man, and he knew there was a hit. When you mess with the big top dog of this rap music industry, there you have to answer to it. Look Alive, I'm upset. Listen to those two. Listen to I'm upset first, then look to Look Alive. It tells you, it speaks volumes. But I digress. I mean, this isn't a Drake conspiracy video. We're here strictly to talk about the video. So let's get back to it. All right, so he basically said anybody that comes here with negative intent and energy, it will be chemistrated to evil, which makes possible correlated sense. If we are alchemists of our own lives and you present this negative energy to be transmuted and call them a fuck. Okay, see, I feel you do, and that's the crazy thing. So he did Drake copy X song and called him a fuck nigga. All right, there's a couple more things he did. So one is, so when Drake copied his challenge, he was like, hey Drake, I see you did my challenge, but if you can like shed some light that you took it from me, yada yada yada. Drake said nothing. Another one, he took a little Photoshop picture of him as Drake's dad, his mom, and Drake as a baby. So that he found that disrespectful. He said he wants to fuck Drake's mom or this or that. Drake found that disrespectful. Now keep in mind, you can say it to anybody on the street. You're probably not gonna die or what, but it depends on the stature of them and the hate in their heart. And like I said, Drake is a Scorpio, so his heart is tainted with hate. It's endorsed. His whole imagery and personification of his music is endorsing hate. You think about it. Okay, listen. This is some food for thought. Do you think all the relationship problems Drake caused or has, you think they were caused by somebody else and not himself? If not, then you're just a gullible Drake fan, and I don't know what you're doing here. Because all Drake's relationship problems weren't the other person. They were always him. He has a sense of a narcissist victim complex superiority. And Riri spotted this out. That's why she don't fuck with that's why Riri don't fuck with Drake, because he's always had a sense of a very far lengthy rope to rope manipulation of his women, of the people he's around. So there's one very thing Drake and X really had a big sense of, and that's loyalty. And whenever their loyalty felt compromised, they'd be hell would break loose, negative everywhere. And Drake happened to put in his music. X happened to put it out in the world, in his life. If it was beating the nigga up, if it was making his song. And that's the only probably correlation you could find to them. They both had a undying fact of loyalty. Which loyalty can be wrong. It can. Loyalty can destroy people and relationships. But I mean, that's one of the few things Drake, I kind of went off and digressed somewhere else with that. But back to Drake. What else did he do? He spoke out to Drake. I mean, Drake spoke out to X way earlier. Back when X was in prison, Drake had been trying to get in touch with him before he jacked his shit, before he wanted to let him know is who he was going to be. Is everything going okay in these comments? Man, this XE guy, I don't even see, like, I'm not Drake, don't shit wrestler. Yo, I don't know what y'all guys got going on in the comments, but like, we're all here for one positive thing, and that's to speak on the legacy and truth and uncover what was really going on with X's death and the sacrifice. Excuse me. It's early in the morning. I just woke up to watch this video. So yeah, like there's a couple other things Drake did besides slow jacking. He reached out to him. I mean, X apologized, but it's just that Scorpio hate in their heart. And I spoke on this in my last video, but I hate to break it to you. If you're a Scorpio, you have the highest rate of becoming a serial killer or committing murder, because it's a sense of a horoscopal born entity within yourself. So, I mean, he is a murderer. Drake's friends die. If people close to you are dying, don't be surprised when somebody far from you dies or somebody you dealt with. And that's why Drake always tiptoed around X, because he knew he was going to kill him. Oh, I don't want to continue this. This isn't a Drake one. This isn't a Drake one. So let's continue with the video, all right? So, like I said, those with negative energy that watch this video, be careful, because there is demonic evil entity through this video, through the visual presentation, that can come back in your life. If you come to this video with demonic energy, I know I sound crazy and spiritual mumbo jumbo, but just be careful as you watch this, because like I said, that is a real demonic entity that you're watching through this video that you're speaking to. And then, like, the thing was, X looked like a demon. Yeah, we know, like, that was his portrayal, his uniqueness, and him jumping out this casket. What's up with, oh, sorry. So, I mean, yeah, you see. And that's another thing, like, with him fighting himself, it's really a sense of our split consciousness. The good and the bad within us, the evil devil on the shoulder and the saint, the angel. And that is what our reasoning, I believe, on life is, to fight to the death with these ones, to see which one overcomes, to see which one is going to go out first and which one is going to live and subside in whichever type of way they decide. So I think that's one of the true possible meanings to life, but that's a whole nother video. Anyways, he came to the conclusion that he has to fight himself. So what does he do? He fights himself, and it's really like the demonic evil devil self. Because like I said, you look at it, it's before he was enlightened and came to understanding, before the tree tattoo, before his enlightenment, before everything, I'd say. So now he's going to this Reaper. Time. He had time. Okay, that's a big one. Time was tattooed right here on his lower cheek. And really, time is time ain't shit. That That's really what it is. Time ain't shit because you don't know how much time you have. And he understood the understanding of time. Don't get me wrong, time is man-made, but it's here because we made it. So we don't know the time to finish. But that's a whole nother time. Because like space-time continuum, that reeks for a whole other conversation. Anyways, he know time was valuable. Time was money. Time is short. Time is real. Before we know it. We like that's a beautifully crazy thing about time. You look at life like them. I remember being like 5 in 2003, just like what was time to us, you know? I know that's kind of a vague general thing. Is time real? To man, time's real. And we make whatever we want to be real. So, I mean, you decide if time's real to you. You decide if you're late to work, then I guess time is real, you know? So, he knew his time was short. He knew his time was left. That's why he made this video. That's why the clock, that is the same way the compass clock is over there on his chest, because he's like, time is up. And that's when he got the tattoo, when he found out his time was up. So just food for thought right there to understand the ill mind of his, or the complex, genuine, genius, demonic-driven mind of his, better yet. So he continues to beat his negative. And this is kind of relieving. The reason this is relieving is because before his death, he killed his evil. He killed his evil spirit. And I'm pretty sure, okay, they do not understand you. Do you not fear? Do I need to present that? Your worst enemy is yourself. You seem unbothered. So he's like, yo, your reason all this fuckery is coming is because you have that negative demon and spirit within you. Like, are you not understanding? You seem unbothered. Though you cannot pretend you have walked through life unscathed. Though you cannot pretend you've walked through life unscathed. Though you cannot pretend you have walked throughout life. So it's like, you know how they say you have the weight of your shoulders, and it can only carry so much. This man had so much weight on his shoulders. He had all these fans. He really, ultimately, he just wanted to please everyone. He just wanted to please the world. He just wanted to make everybody happy. But that's hard to do when you have a negative demonic entity within you, always coordinating back to bad. Is it your memories that hold you to the person that you were? Yes, and that's what it is. He's talking about before he sold his soul to the devil. The person he was before, like, is that the memories that he'll remember himself by, that people remember himself by? Or is it to the amount of the light you can become? So it was in the sense of, are you going to be remembered for who you used to be, or who you're coming to be, or who you will come to be even after your death? Because this picture right here is his sunken place, not sunken place, I'm sorry. It's his end of the light, you know. It's after you go to the light and you reach your judgment. And whoever your judgmenter is kind of where you're portraying or where you're straying. So he's talking to his reaper, his entity, whatever you want to call that. He says, you must understand the power of the mind. And you must understand the power of the mind. I think that's right there. My comparator, I am hard to write myself. That's why I use translate. But I've solved the chip that is on the card at the end of the music video. Give me an email contact. Dude, what the hell? If you have anything, I will present it and I will show the world, because, I mean, at the end of the day, to get into the bottom of the shit, we all have to work together and put our brains together to see what was really true and what was really in the forthcoming, and what he knew and what he didn't know. And I'm pretty sure he know way more. He probably knows what's going on as we speak, at whichever level of entity he's become in this realm since he's left physically. So what was that right before? Okay, so another thing X was into, he was into magic. Now, I believe the Bible doesn't portray magic correctly at all times. I believe there was good magic, because at the end of the day, Jesus caused miracles. How could miracles happen if there's no magic? I mean, it's just a miracle. No, there's magic. Magic is real in the Bible. But people tend to get controversial by the sight of only evil magic, only black magic, only it has to do with the devil and sacrificial lamb. And no, there is good magic. That's why you feel crystals and you touch crystals. If you are within the crystal realm and you know what's going on with those are energy inside each crystal, and it's actual magic, and it can change your day, your life, can help you read psyche. I have crystals. I have a dragon's blood crystal right here, and I have a kyanite right here, blue kyanite. This one's for psyche. This one's for strength, endurance, individuality, protection, energy. They all come with a lot. I'm not gonna get into it. So this would be considered magic in a form because it's enhancing my life. So anything that can bring enhancement to one's life is magic. And I mean, he was practicing magic, and that's why he's like, to the amount of light you can become. And he goes and cuts back to the video of him fighting, and at this point now, he's using magic. So he's come to master this new law of defeating his enemy, himself, within using magic. So I mean, yeah, he used magic. I don't know if it was in a demonic way. I'm gonna be honest with you, I'm a millennial, so in the millennial age of exploration, the internet, it can be our best teacher or our worst deceiver. And we look at the internet every day, so it's not going anywhere. The most you can do is take up from it and learn from it. Because at this point in time and in the era we're going in, New Earth, you don't need a college degree. You need actual common sense and hidden understanding of what the world has to offer and why it works the way it does. So, okay, so yeah, like I said, the interview does confuse, but it's all up to you to take the information you pertain and always take it with a grain of salt, because nothing can be 100% true until proven factually, and it's not hard to prove things factually. Yeah, there is. I mean, there's much I need to learn too, and there's much I'm learning, but also keep in mind, like, lessons come in dream form. Lessons they come through people, and like the lessons that come from people, they don't even know what type of lessons they just presented. So just always keep your mind open. Every time throughout life, keep your mind open, and you'll enter that frequency of new thought, that new earth thought, where the book and the math shit doesn't matter anymore because it's much more on a higher realm. And when you're painting, you see more colors, and it's just crazy when you come to understand what America's created as like intelligence and education is so wrong, but it's a prison system. And so it's not even a matter of just being smart nowadays, because America's sense of smart is incorrect. Intelligent is incorrect. Their sense of smart is memory. So if you really want to get smart, just open your mind, open your frequencies to understand what's really going on in the world. Other than that, you don't need no degree, and I'm here to prove it, because I'm definitely moving up in life. I'm enhancing my physical realm until it's over, because like I said, New Earth is coming, so there's not a lot of time left, but I'll definitely have my heart in the right place. So let's continue this video. So I mean, yeah, he's just taking the shit out of his evil entity. It's kind of beautiful. It's like a sense of closure. Like he finally overcame the hate and evil in his heart that kind of caused his cases. So he's back, and they say, "Don't enter the light." You know, they say, "Don't go to the white light." They say, "Don't go," and he meets his negative energy in the white light. So I'm pretty sure he's leaving his negativity and his evil in the white light. That's the way I kind of see this film, because I guarantee you watch plenty dozens of YouTube videos, there's books on it. They say you don't go to the white light. They say you go to the white light, you either get reincarnated, which I mean, if you want to, I guess that's up to you, but it's like it's two paths. You can either be reincarnated, or you can actually go to like the next realm of reality. Or I mean, which I don't know if I'm not convinced on the fact that hell is real yet, but I'm not convinced on the fact that it's fake, because I mean, you look today and we kind of live in a sense of hell. So I don't know if there's heaven or hell. Well, I know there's heaven. I don't know if there's hell yet, personally. The Bible speaks on it. You can't take everything educational video. I'll think about it. I mean, I'd have to, because I don't want to breed the wrong information to anybody. I will close this, but fuck it. I don't want to breed the wrong information or my half-ass side information, because I genuinely, truly care what I'm presenting and giving to the public, you know? So if I do come with like a lesson, it's going to be written out. It's going to have my sources and my reasonings, and factual information. So I do plan on something of that nature. Just give me suggestions, and I don't mind. I definitely do want to enlighten y'all just as the way I've been enlightened. So let's finish this video. So he left the negative X. Well, let's see this. Okay. So he left negative X in the white light room, and he leaves a note. I don't know if y'all can see this. I'm going to read you the note. Let's see. It says, damn it, I'm going to have to turn this sideways because it's kind of big. Oh, yeah. Okay, take it off. Sorry about this, guys. Jesus. Okay, it's like, I want her love all to myself. What else does it say? People change, things change, and so it said, so do I, and then it crosses out, and it has an X over it, and it says, so did I. It's as long as, damn it, this shit's hard to read. It's so small. And this is what he wanted to do. He wanted me, because it's, for God's sake, it's turned upside down. This video is turned upside down because it's not trying to give you anything easy. This is a very, very sacred video. Very much so. I have to rewind it, and I'm trying to turn the camera. This is stressful. I'm trying to read that last bit for y'all. I hope you heard the first part. As long as the outcome is good for myself and family, I can't see. Okay, I'm just going to screenshot this shit and open it up because it's not letting me see a reading. Sorry about this, guys. All right, now that we can read this shit. All right, he says, as long as the outcome is good for myself and family. It doesn't even want me to zoom. There's this last part I cannot get. I don't know, guys. It's like, it doesn't want me to see this last part, which may even be a bigger. Okay, I got it. I have to double screenshot it. I'm not complaining. That's his last word. So let me read it as a whole. This whole note. Oh, and I want her love to myself. Something I didn't want to say. It's ALTY, spirituality. I want to see because it's just like a hole in the word. He said, people change, things change, and so did I. So do I. As in the sense he knew he was going to die. Like, I did change. As in one time, 1/10. I did change. Not I do change, but I did. Because he know he was going to die. That's scary, guys. That's very scary. As long as the outcome is good for myself and family, I'm not going to. So he knew he was going to die. And as long as it was a positive outcome, which it has been, he's not playing. His family's taken care of. His fans they're not taken care of yet. We're still looking for our closure. You know, we're still looking for a reason. We're looking for justice. And that's fine, but it's okay because that's going to come. Because justice will always prevail. It always will. If it's in the next realm, if it's in this realm, justice will come no matter what. I'm on YouTube watching my whoops. What was I? Okay, let's finish this video. I have to finish the video. Okay, let's finish this video. I have to finish the video. That's crazy. Here I am watching myself. Okay, sorry about that, guys. Last piece and bit of this video. It's like 40 seconds left. Where is it? Sad music video. Sorry for the freeze. All right, it's already at 500K, guys. This came out at 9 o'clock. It's now 10:11. Okay, we're still finishing it up. xxxtentacion life. What about his life? All right, so we're still here. He left himself for the dead. We're at 5:13. It's finna end. That was that note I read to y'all. It says, what does that say? You have done well at battling yourself. That's the demonic entity. Your demon seems to honor your efforts. Are you satisfied? Your demon seems to honor your efforts. Are you? So at the end of the day, he fought himself. He did fight his demon. And I mean, in the video, it portrays that he won. But I mean, at the end, it's still the Reaper saying, "Are you satisfied?" That's deep, man. That is crazy. Are you satisfied? For fighting his demon this long until his death and shining and shedding positivity over his life and the people around him, is he satisfied? He said, I can't complain. So, God damn it, I'll say X is satisfied for the life he lived and everybody he touched. Because this is me personally, and this is me speaking truthfully on a personal singular level. I think if you're not affecting other people's lives, why are you living? What are you doing in life if you're not helping and contributing to a better world, to a better society? And that's really what I came to love. Don't get me wrong. I picked up and I found X on a negative spirit, on a demonic, wanting to be free and be bad spirit. And so that's what I was. That 2016, 2017 year when I came out and I felt his demonic energy, I was that. I was a reflection in the mirror of that. But as he went on, I got back to my own self because I've always been a good kid and a good person. And it was just a sense of that mind understanding of who you want to be. And he made me understand of who I didn't want to be because that's who he started off as. And he created the image of who he wants us to be and who he should have been from the get-go. I mean, by physicality form, yes, he's dead. By a sense of conspiracy and otherworldly realms, he's not dead. And like I said, the tattoos weren't there on his funeral. They weren't there in the video. I still need more information to come, and it's coming. So, like I said, call me crazy, but I'm going to need a bit more information. I wish I could have went to the funeral. I went to the Virgil here in Atlanta by Yali. That was epic. I'm probably going to upload a vlog on that soon. I have to get the footage from my friend that I went with because, I mean, I don't vlog anymore as often. That's why you see me here on these lives. But, yeah, guys, it's just like make sure whatever you do in life, you're helping somebody else at the end. You know, I know it's easy. It's easy and it sounds simple and regular to live for yourself. But he knew we weren't supposed to live for ourselves. We were supposed to live for other people, for those in need. That's why charity was such a big thing. That's why the helping hand. And he didn't understand this until his late life, until his final year or that year and a half that he was promoting the. And a lot of people say his positivity was for his court case, and no, it wasn't. It was genuine. Everything he's done is genuine. There's never been a celebrity that was as big as his stature that was cool and walked around by themselves as himself. There was never security with him when he was out here in these streets. He rode his own car. He was a normal person with a famous spirit. And when I say a famous spirit, it's a spirit that's lived before. So he even said it. He said, I've been here before. xxxtentacion was a reincarnation of some other famous, worldly, renowned activist. And he just came back in 1998 as Yase Onfray on January 23rd and left 2018 on this earth physically. That's why you listen to what his dad has said. His dad and Jamaican and Caribbean people, they're very big on spirituality as well. You're very big on it, on all of that stuff. So, I don't know, guys. I guess I've said everything I need to say. This was a video kind of explained to me. If you don't really understand demonic spirits and demonic entities, Hopefully we can learn from this video to, one, be better people and speak and promote positivity. Don't correlate, don't speak, don't associate with the devil. You can practice spirituality, but if you see any sense of evil and bad spirits and the devil, then just stop it and stray away. Crystals aren't the devil. You can touch Christ consciousness if you truly and honestly think and hope positivity for the world, and cut off on sex, cut off on just negativity to the world, to the spirit. So that's all I got to say, guys. Thanks for tuning into the live stream. Talk to y'all next time. Long live X. Thank you. XXX.